Hello, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. Quite a nice setup we've got going on here. It's still the same day, but I went ahead and leased myself a humongous trailer. This thing is huge. It's the Cramp lorry trailer, and got ourselves a little Polish registered man that we're just leasing. Maybe this map's Poland. You never know. But we have a slight issue of that I cut down a whole heap of trees, like a whole heap of trees. Didn't de-branch these ones though, which is silly of me because I hate branches. But the problem is they're blocking the road, which is, well, inconvenient to say the least. So we'll get these branches taken off and then we'll work on clearing the road as a priority. Because, well, frankly it is. We need to be able to sell our wood chips that we're getting ample amounts of. So I'll just go straight ahead and just clear off a whole heap of these branches. These ones should be small enough for me to move, but this one on the other hand is not going to be. Not unless I use that lovely creator tools, lift anything, strongest man in the world type cheat, as I like to call it. Might be called creator tools, but I call them cheat tools. Now we do have the stump grinder as well, you know, the stump cutter on the back of our Unimog. But I've made a few changes to the settings, so if the game looks slightly different, it will be because of that. I've changed the settings to what I had it before. I have an Nvidia graphics card which decided to optimize the game's graphics for me, and, well, it didn't do a very good job of it. It made the games a bit slow, low frame rates, lower than I want them to be. Right now we're sitting at a nice even 60. And we'll clear this one off here. Okay, this right here. Just like this. And we'll start with the furthest away one because, well, it's the furthest away one. Now we already have everything that started up here. I think everything's ready to go. Where did that go? It disappeared. Let's just try and load this again. Well, it's on. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So we'll leave that to it while we go and get the next bit. My only problem with this wood chipper is it's got limited size of logs that you can put on it, because the lorry cab gets in the way. But other than that, it's actually a really good mod. I mean, this is the kind of size that you can put on it. But we'll get there in the end with this. Went underneath another tree there. Bet I couldn't have done that if I tried. Yes, even this is, strictly speaking, too big. But we can make it fit. Sort of. I throw it into the lorry, what happens? It goes clean off the other side. Well, we'll try that again. There, that fit. But we will continue to work on getting these out of the way. This is all the little bits. These will fit in, no problem. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just Oh yeah, I've got good range on that. I don't think I have the muscle mod turned on. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because it's downhill, they're getting more distance to them. But I am able to pick them all up, which is a first. I don't think I have the muscle cheat on. Maybe I do, because this one looks like it would be on like the edge of what I could pick up. But what we'll do is we'll just move them all down to the same general area, if I can remember where they all are. It makes it a bit quicker for moving them. I think there's more. There's always more. Let's find out. Do I have the muscle mod on? Apparently so, because I just picked up an entire tree. Well, we'll still try and keep it somewhat reasonable. I mean, if used correctly, it's a very good mod. But if you're wanting to pick up entire trees, then it's just silliness. I mean, it has its uses, being able to throw entire trees around, but still, not something I particularly like. I want it further away than that if I can. Over here. And over here. Just keep doing this, in fact. Oh, it's managed to stay upright, that one. That's a thing that happened. Well, we'll get these away. This will get us a good bit of money. Each one of these trailers, because I've already done one, is worth a fair little chunk of money. So we'll make use of said available money to us. Somewhere about there. I'm going to worry less about their actual weight and more about their length, I think. You know, if they can fit on the lorry, then it's good enough for me. Although that is annoying when that happens. That's actually my one major pet hate about this game. I do like the fact that you can pick things up by hand. You couldn't do that before. But the fact that it glitches out like that every time. I mean, like, I didn't even actually get to pick this bit up yet. There we go. This bit is probably too big. I'm going to drop it there. It should feed in at that point. Bring it over if I can. Come on, don't argue with me. Yeah, there we go. How's the trailer coming along? It's not even full yet. I thought it would be. I actually genuinely expected it to be full by this point. I'll show you this weird being able to pick everything up. Look at this. This is an entire tree that I'm currently holding. A whole tree. Look at it. It's just silliness. Has its uses though. If I chop this about here. Don't do that to me. No. I was hoping that it would fall the other way. Drop it there. Will that make it fall? It does indeed. Now this will... You can see all the trees I've got lying around. It's going to take me quite a while to get them all away. Well, I'm not going to do it all on camera. I'm only going to do the one trailer load today, which will bring us in a little bit more money. Which, this should be getting towards full. Although, for some reason the trailer's moved. So I'll just reposition this trailer. Alright, this lorry does not have off-road tyres on it, and it is noticeable that it doesn't have off-road tyres on it, as you can see. We're stuck on something. Don't know what we're stuck on, but we're stuck on something. There we go. Whatever it is, it's a tree stump. A beloved tree stump. But this should hopefully fill it up most of the way. That's the reason we have the tree stump grinder, to get rid of these annoying tree stumps, but it's only 79%, so we'll throw another few logs in here. Let's see, what have we got lying around? We'll go here. And here. We'll just cut these into reasonable sections and put them over next to the lorry. Where is it? There it is. I knew it was somewhere. But I'd like to get on with some actual farming today as well, which I think would be nice. We spent the last episode playing in the woods, so I think we get some of this out of the way and then use our newfound money to replace, it's to replace some of the money that we don't have. We should have more money than we do, but we don't, because this is an expensive map, to be honest, but we'll get these away. And like I mentioned, these aren't all going to be wood chips. No. I'll just knock that other one in like that. Yeah, well, not all these trees in this forest are going to be wood chips, and they're not all going to come down either. A lot of them will, but not all of them. But this one I suspect to be too big. Maybe not. Maybe it can manage. That was not the right direction. Try that. Yeah, that is the right spot for it there. Let's see what the lorry's sitting at. Put me in and back out. 99%. Really? Even 1% more wood chips. Let me just see. I'll move this tree off of the one we've got here. How big is this one? That's a semi-reasonable size, to be honest. We can overload this wood chipper as well. Where did that go? That fell. Okay, it's a little bit too big. Like I said, semi-reasonable size. Just chop it in half and load it up. It's nice to see an actual articulated lorry in one of my series. I've not had one before, apart from in Goldcrest Valley, where all sorts of weird things happened at the end. I do apologise about my voice as well. I am choked up with the cold. So let's see if we can navigate this lorry out of here. Good thing about a lorry is, well, it's articulated, so that helps. There's a little bit of tree there we could have used. You can see that we're just like digging into the ground. I'll just show you in a second. Those wheels just digging into the ground as the wheels spin away. And now we're on the tarmac. For saying that we've only put 0.1 working hours into this lorry and it's already that filthy, that says it all, I'd say. but you'll see how much money we get for this. It's certainly worth doing, although I'm not a fan of this lorry. It does not turn. You know, I got the twin steer one when I shouldn't have. I should have just went for the normal one, because the twin steer is really slow at turning and makes weird things happen. But it's around 30 ton that we have, in case you're wondering. I will just pull over here and unload. Watch the money go up. We're at 31,000 to start with. Let's see what we get to. Should be a reasonable amount. Look at that, 51,000. So we're getting around 20 grand per trailer. And that's only like 2.5 trees at most. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually park up over here. We're going to park the lorry up at the sawmill, because that's the responsible place to put it. We'll just leave it here. And we shouldn't be tapping through, but we are. I want the actual lorry. If I press G and press O and B, does that make it do anything? No, it doesn't. So maybe I didn't want the actual lorry. What is going on with my keyboard today? It's acting very unusual. Fold this up. And the reason for this is we're just going to put this over in the pig farm for now, which is just across the road. Do apologise. Still recovering from the cold. But we'll put it over here for now. Or it is leased, so we don't want it to do. We don't want to keep it for too long. We'll just park it up in the shed here out of the way. Safe place overnight, because we don't want to leave it in the woods overnight. Certainly not unattended in the woods overnight. And we'll just run back over and get the Unimog and do the same with it. We'll leave them in this farm. There's a bit of a texture clipping there. Where is the Unimog? It's over here somewhere. Nice big clearing we've made here, actually. The Unimog is a beast at chopping down trees. I don't know why it keeps throwing me out when I first get in them. That's not the one we want. We want the one on the front because we want to close that for safety. The good thing about the Unimog is it's a proper off-roader, so it can literally go anywhere. But we're going to leave this, in fact we're not even going to need to keep this equipment on it. We own this equipment on the front here. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this up in here and take the equipment off. This end shed can be just for my deforestation equipment. I did fix the weird camera thing, or at least I figured out how to fix it. I think it's still doing it in this one. Yeah, I know how to fix it now. See? There we go. It's fixed. Just like that. We'll just pull across the entrance here. In fact, just going to park the Unimog here. Turn the hazards on. I want the other lorries. So I'm going to move them to... I don't want to leave them in the and the sawmill, to be honest. I mean, they're both worth an absolute arm and a leg. So we want to bring them back to the farm. But we'll get the little lorry to follow the big lorry. Obviously the little lorry is in fact ours. So we'll get it to follow the hired lorry, because we don't trust our incompetent workers to drive the least bit of equipment. And we'll bring this back to the pig farm as well. If this gate will open, hopefully. There we go. I knew I was going to crash there. Could just tell. And again, really? I was on full lock and I still crashed. Right, this is the inside of the cab. Very snazzy. Very nice. We'll park these up in our pig farm. Our hired worker there is certainly not leaving much room for error, running right up behind us like that. What we'll do is we'll just sack the worker now. He's done his job. I'm going to park the big lorry next to the little lorry next to the medium-sized lorry. Got more lorries than we do tractors, actually. As for this one, if it'll fit, I think it would be quite cool to have it in this Eurotunnel. Does it fit? Just. Or not. The ground's not even enough for it. It would just fit. Well, we can't put it there, so don't know where we're going to put it. Certainly don't want to fill it with pig food. Bring it around. I don't actually know where to put this. I'll put it in the silo, the silage clamp here. I'll just stick it in at the side here. Or just past it, in fact. Somewhere like here. Let's check on the status of our pigs. How are they doing? Not that I'm overly worried. Pigs, yeah, they're all happy. Sheep needs attention. The sheep need some reasonable attention. Is this gonna close? I'd like it to close again. There we go. Given that we have all sorts of expensive equipment in here now, we want it closed for the night. We'll head back to our sheep. And get them seen to. Because we need wool as much as possible. As much wool as possible, should I say. Drive down the right side of the road, that would be good. We got rain for the next 2 days of spring, which is very, very inconvenient. We're going way too fast down here. Nothing like living life dangerously. And turn into the farm. But we'll get the sheep seen to today. Got a few other tasks I need to get on with as well down at the farm. We're making use of the tractors over the next few episodes, I'd say. Especially in this field to the left of us. Whoa, okay. Maybe living life a little bit too dangerously there. But I've been having words with the bank. And although there's some issues, with the amount of money they're not overly displeased with us. Can this pick? It can. I can actually clean up after the sheep with this. That's a bonus. Yeah, I didn't know I could do that. This trailer's actually a pain. To work with sometimes, but there you go. So turn it off. There's 38% full, so we'll just unload it here. That suffices to feed the sheep for 3 days. I'm gonna move it away from here anyway. I'm just gonna go over here and sit there. And then I need to connect to the water trailer and give them water too. I should keep them happy for a little while. Is this gonna? Oh, there we go. Knew the trigger was somewhere. Really small sheep pasture in this map, I've noticed. Really small, in fact. But the bank is impressed with our ability to earn money from bees. So they've agreed to help us a little bit more than they usually would. And that means that in the next episode we have something very, very important. Well, not the next episode. In the next few episodes we have something very, very interesting to do. Something new for this map. With, obviously, the aid of the bank's consent. Well, the bank has consented to assist us in the finances for it. Under one condition, that the entirety of our loan gets paid back this year. So the bank is willing to loan us a pretty significant chunk of money, but everything has to be paid back this year. Every last penny of it, with the exception of the money they're going to loan us for paying back the other loan. So they're loaning us money to pay back our other loan. So it's basically debt consolidation. But yeah, it's 20 to 8 at night, so I think it's time to call it a day. Why do I have a windrower sitting in the way like that? No idea. But thank you all for watching, and join me again for the next episode, which will be very soon. May try and get both of these out today, but not promising anything, so if it doesn't happen, don't get too upset with me, but I will certainly try. If not, the next episode will be out tomorrow. But thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.